But back to the story. The story
Yes.
is related to the Second World War, but it's a good story because it's a painting that has been recuperated. And it's a fascinating topic because it's something like 60,000 art objects are still missing in Poland. And every now and again, I mean, the main one is the Raphael painting, of course, that's missing. But here is one by a Polish artist from the 19th century, and it's the Milan Cathedral, which is, I don't know if you've seen
Nice
the Duomo.
painting.
It's an incredible, I mean, the Duomo is an incredible place. But it's a great painting, and you know, the incredible thing is these things are sort of popping up from time to time. And this popped up last year at an auction, and it interested the Ministry of Culture of Poland, and it's been recuperated, and not only has it been recuperated, but it has returned to Poland, where it is being shown in the National Museum. Sadly, it was slightly damaged, and the frame that the artist himself selected no longer fits. But they've used the frame for another Zaleski painting. But it's an incredible feeling of sort of, I suppose, in a sense of closure of this art returning to Poland. I mean, if you look at Poland in terms of culture and you compare it, I mean, if you were to go on a culture trip, you know, you'd pick Italy and you'd go to Florence and Rome and Siena, and the same with France. You know, the culture, the wealth of it is incredible. But the Polish museums, whenever I go, there is that sense of a certain, I mean, I don't, you know...
Quite a lot of stuff missing.
Yeah, of I was going to say emptiness, of a certain emptiness.
Why have one word when six? We've got to fill an hour. Okay. We promised the team we talk for an hour, so I'm trying. 6 words are better than one.
but there is that sense. But it's a very satisfying thing to see the art returning, and to see to know that Poland is in a place where a country that has time to take care of its culture is a country that's doing well.
Oh. That sounds nice. Did
Yeah.
you prepare that?
No, I
Is that
didn't.
on the list of
It was
list of
no, but that is
good.
true, and I think it gives a sense of the reality of modern day Poland, that we are as a country doing well.
So I was thinking about, you know, like the last Warsaw Uprising, so that it's going to be a huge moment. There must be other paintings that are literally sitting in vaults.
Yeah.
That may one day come back.
Pop up.
So it might take 500 years, or even longer actually. But it's possible that over the sands of time that this stuff eventually has to come back, because someone eventually sells. Yeah. So whoever held onto it, because what's the story here? That it's Stuart Dow's story.
So it was during after the Warsaw Uprising. They don't quite know how it got out of Poland, but basically Warsaw was looted. I mean, it was burnt house by house, but the Germans weren't idiots. They also looted.
Yeah.
So anything of worth was taken away and then shipped off either to Lower Silesia or to Austria, and they had several safe houses, safe warehouses type places, and then some of it was recovered. The more obvious things were recovered, but a lot of things. I mean, if something's stolen by a private soldier and then, you know, put into his backpack, and then, you know, who knows where it is. You know, a lot of it will just be. I mean, a lot of it will be. Yeah, but most of these people.
No flies on him. Sorry, that was a low blow. I do apologise, Stefan. I know you were injured.
He took it home. You know, he took it home and then hands it over to his family or whatever, and then it.
That wasn't the light-hearted story that I was hoping.
No, it's it's a good story, because the story I think it's a story full of hope. In that sense, it's a good story, right?